But here's the thing. It's like partway through, the movie said, oh, wait a minute, this is what people want. We don't have to, like, develop or resolve the rest of the stuff. We can just do what the people like the first time. That's what we should do. That's what makes the money. That's what makes us happy. Let's do that. And the old movies, it's not just like a couple of points or a couple of broad strokes. They infect this one. They shift focus away from what should matter in this movie. It's heavy-handed exposition, but more than that, it's two big problems. Number one, the promise portion of the movie, the first half. Oh, we're gonna get eggs, that'll be cool. Oh, we're gonna fix the relationship with our father, that'll be cool. Oh, we're gonna hate humans, that'll be cool. Actually, that egg ceremony thing isn't gonna happen. Actually, that relationship with our father thing isn't gonna happen, asterisk. Oh, we're gonna use our advantage of being the only one spared to get our mother and friends home. Oh, we're gonna learn Caesar's importance and find out why that matters. Oh, we're gonna learn why Rocca was apparently sent by Caesar. Oh, actually, we don't really hate humans. Oh, actually, we do. She's a liar. Oh, actually, Rocca's not gonna find out why he was sent. Oh, actually, being spared in the beginning to go get our mother and friends didn't matter. Oh, actually, we didn't have to rush this whole time because everyone's just kind of chilling. It's gonna for the whole first half of the movie, and you're just waiting for it to get good, because this moment, this promise that this is going to be a good movie, this is going to be something different than what came before, this is what is going to matter. It's all not lies, but maybe like they're just hooks used to pull you into the next scene, and then we'll just focus on something different. It's not actually important to the final outcome of the movie. We don't actually use any of the things we were given. We don't actually play with any of this stuff until much later. None of this is even the point of the movie. What the point of the movie decides to be is, oh, the main girl wants to return humans to a dominant status, and the big bad ape wants to open the vault to keep humans at bay. Humans aren't a threat in this movie. And us finding out that that is what this movie is actually about is almost poetically immediately followed up by this scene, where we find out that all that heavy-handed exposition in the Rocca and everything only leads to this moment.
But the law is wrong.
And this moment is dumb. Remember the asterisk? This is the moment where the movie tries to screw together the father's relationship with his son that he left unfinished before he died, and also the Caesar thing that we've been hitting at the whole movie. And it tries to equate the father's spirit accepting his son with what he found out about Caesar, even though the father represented law and structure in their community, and him saying the law is wrong somehow represents Caesar. This doesn't make sense. This is the movie trying to trick you. This is not what the movie's about. These two don't equal each other. The whole point of having Caesar in the movie was for him to decide that slavery is bad.
9/11 was bad.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we know. And then that's immediately followed up by apparently the bad relationship we have with a human doesn't matter either, because we're just gonna decide to trust her anyway. I mean, nothing that we've introduced in the first half of the movie, or the first part. I'm not gonna watch it again. I'm not gonna find out when the timestamp of half is, but you know what I'm saying? Nothing matters. There's a difference between resolving something and switching focus to the next thing and not referencing the first thing again. This isn't resolving the Caesar stuff. This is the movie trying to trick you, because this is the point in the movie when we're supposed to resolve that stuff. When the big cathartic moment is supposed to happen. So it tries to Frankenstein one together out of stuff that it chose to abandon instead of develop. And that's not how you do things. So that's problem one. Problem two, we see more of in the second, let's call it half. The things that do matter have had so much time taken away from them that they're way too easy. Alright, so this isn't what we were promised, but it's what we're given. This is what the movie's about now. This is what we're gonna wrap things up with. So let's run with it. Okay, time to enact the big third act plan. But there's our first obstacle. We gotta deal with either like being maybe told on by our friend or being told on by the guy or some sort of opposition to us getting to the vault. Except psych, nope, that's just immediately resolved. We don't have time to actually do that. The movie's almost done. So we get in, but we have to figure out how to get the book, and then May finds a gun in there and we're gonna have to deal with May. Actually, no, we don't have time for that. They just get the book and May doesn't use the gun to shoot them. We don't even see a scene where she ponders it. Oh boy, this big hard choice that we're given. Are we gonna side with the humans or are we gonna save our family? This is a big deal. Oh, we don't have time for this. Uh-oh, I know. Let's just have May shoot him. Oh, now we gotta watch out for the big ape and avoid drowning at the same time. Wonder how we're gonna get out of this predicament. I don't know. We didn't have time to develop some sort of thematic way to beat him, so he's just too big. Oh, we've got to defeat Proximus, the actual villain of the movie. We didn't make time to do something smart though, so birds. Why does he just wait while these birds are picking at him? Why doesn't he ask for the help that was trying to be given to him from his apes? Or if these aren't his apes, if these are actually Noah's apes, why aren't they helping him? Because it's time for the movie to end and this is the best we could come up with, so it doesn't matter if there's no theme, it doesn't matter if we're not actually saying anything, it doesn't matter. Just kill him. Next thing. We gotta deal with May now. Next thing. Don't use the gun. We don't have time for that. We gotta deal with the question of coexistence. We don't have time for that. Maybe they'll come and see it in the next movie. Yes, you're not facing the first problem from the first half. You actually are resolving the things that you have put in to resolve, but you're doing it in the most obvious, short, no time left way possible. Characters don't have time to do things intelligently or in a way that evokes any kind of emotion in the second half. This movie just didn't make time to do things right. It has 1,000 ideas in the first half and just skips over them to make enough time to fit them all in there. And then when crunch time rolls around and they actually do have to do stuff that does matter, and resolve things for once, they do so in the fastest way possible again. You can't just either take the fastest route to resolve or forget to resolve the things that you put into the story. That's not how any of this works. Rather than keeping your stuff light enough where it doesn't really matter if it's resolved now or a month from now, crank up the heat, put a fire under your characters, use stakes. Maybe Proximus actually has a visible ticking clock on getting into this vault. Maybe he's not just having a midlife crisis, maybe he needs to do this because he's dying and he's the only one who can keep this kingdom together as tightly as he does to get a chance into breaking into the vault. And if you want to go this route, then maybe the humans rising up is shown in more than just one lady. Maybe there are actual visual things that we can see where humans are trying to rally against Proximus's kingdom, and that just makes him double down more. Maybe May doesn't have her entire story be off-screen and ambiguous. Maybe she needs to get the book right now, or the Proximus is going to put the hammer down on the rest of her human friends. Maybe Noah's family isn't just fine. Maybe he saw that they actually are in trouble before he left. Maybe there's like an actual sense of urgency when we get to the place. Maybe they're going through apes one at a time and his mother is on the docket to go up next in the vault opening massacre. Something that forces you to show that these can't be ignored. These things have to be done. And when you do that, you're going to force yourself to stick to the things that do matter and just cut the stuff that doesn't. You can't half do something new that you actually care about and then get too scared and just decide to do something else that's safer partway through. You're not doing either. You're doing half of both, which really sucks because the good stuff in this movie, the stuff that we actually should have been focusing on, is really good. It's a worthy way for the franchise to go. And if they had just done it right, it would have solved the problem of their franchise concept being drained and could have been a really good start to a whole new slew of movies instead of just lost potential. And I'm gonna wrap up and explain that for just a couple of minutes right here.